Why haven't people heard of Karhu? It is the world's most known brand that you've never heard of, and that's about to change.
Karhu is back in the market since many years, which the brand was almost, let me say, disappearing. But still there is a lot of history, a lot of culture.
Being exclusive with Fleet Feet and having the resources with Fleet Feet Inc. allows us to really focus on the stuff that matters, that what goes into a shoe, and this project of Fit Ideas embodies that, where we now have hundreds of thousands of scans. We take all that data from the US and you bring it to a place here where we don't rely on a bunch of desktops and 3D printers to create prototypes. We actually have people here that can hand build a last, that can CNC a midsole, that will cut a pattern in front of you until it's perfect.
Historically, more than 100 years, almost a century, we are deep in this kind of industry. When I was kids already, we were, let's say, speaking and eating shoes. There was a certain period where everybody was thinking that the design can do everything. You just need a nice design and you can have a nice shoes. And I always believe in my life that's not true. Because design is on the paper and then you have to make the reality. And in the between there is the sea. We are the guests in our homes here. We are the listeners. And that's is what I really love, you know. Try to make a prototype and try to develop a concept or a piece or something that you can touch with hands.
This is the very first step. Then we dye, we give the colors, and then we do what we call 3D printing.
Together, and with the development of engineered mesh, it's becoming...
And then see the result, try to produce a shoe or to produce the components, and try to solve the problems.
Finns have always been into forward movement. They actually have a term in Finland called rulava, which means rolling. If you roll, if you run properly, everything moves forward, not sideways, not up and down, and that's efficiency. And still today our focus is efficiency, because that means you can run faster, farther, or easier. But this cushioning story wasn't about how you bounce more or how you become softer. It was about moving forward. I always thought that, hey, that's interesting because we're actually running forward, not up and down. On one hand, we have all our proprietary technologies, Ortix and Fulcrum. On the other hand, you have all this fit data from Fleet Feet. And merging that into one is fantastic. And that's the focus that we have right now, is how do we actually build something that's better out of this? And it's empowering. There's nobody else in the world doing what we're doing right now.
All the information that we collect from Fleet Feet was very important, because we really adjust our last and we review the dimension to be able to satisfy let's say 90% of our customers. For the Ikoni, we try to create the impact, as more smooth impact that we could, and try to be more efficient with our fulcrum system. The roll is much more smooth comparable with all the other shoes. It's for sure the top product that we develop today. I believe that we open a new direction, that we can really improve the next generation of shoes. And I'm sure that we can do better and better.
Karhu belongs in that world of greatness where we always were known for the best quality. And finally now I feel like the brand can go back to that. We have the best biomechanical data, we have the best fit idea data. Combining that, we're going to make efficient shoes that are comfortable. We're going to go from last to best fitting. And we're going to do that because of the help we get from Fleet Feet and the skills that we have here in Asolo.